Okay, so your membership, it's on the 17th, so tenemos todavía 2 days. Yield is your love is a drug, buying the song will prevent you from getting too distracted. You can now browse Kira's Mickey blog. Okay, so vamos para la tienda. Kira Mickey, no. Your love is a drug. Okay, so we have this music. Entonces estamos 800, so we can buy something. Joker's like, it's a fun PC90X. So we bought 2 things. Pero, dale, vamos a unlock aquí. Quiero make it blog. Oh, I love the place. Okay, so that didn't work out. No hay nada ahí nuevo. Mickey Concert 3 for yeah, Electric Boogaloo, the Alice Rabbit. The second birthday is coming. Oh wow. Okay, so they keep talking about it. It's Alice Rabbit a group. Quincy once more civil death. News world by Earth. Quincy, one more civil death and we'll ban protest. Okay. So vamos a hacerle safe. So far so good. Falta un app. Y we need to go así. Estamos subiendo todo otra vez. Ya estamos bien. Ya hicimos todo. En los grupos siguen peleando por las cosas que acaban de ocurrir. Y pues yo sigo aquí jugando lo más bien. Sí, pues. Oh, hey there. Okay, so Alma. I was expecting the bar to be different. The same tired thing. Alma. Oh, Leonidas. Jillian. Marcelo. I stumbled across her on my way and asked if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's your boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she will be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I'll prepare. Right? Thanks. Me imagino que Your Love is a Drug está para la última canción de ese sample. Okay. Your love is a drug, yeah. Time to mix drinks and change life. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in the instruction. It's kind of stuck. I went to school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, you look at this. A glass with a signature? I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Miki girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Now I'll see why her name was here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The story-looking duo? Yep, those. Seems you had better day than mine yesterday after break up with Damien. I see, wondering. You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we known each other for, what, a few months now? I'll be interested if those relationship with yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted to, so I stopped flirting. Can you pretend to be more interested, you know? Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all the pics you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell do you find that out? So it is true. Shut up! I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Aw, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You. Hey, Can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Alma wants a bad touch. Rocks. Next. A bad touch. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. So who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he also the manager at the bank, but the car was really caught my eye. What's wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role playing. Yo, sounds more like a nickname for some heavy metal, heavy-handed writing or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stay with him, I will eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but it's something like that. You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you have something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationship for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm really sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent that night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Yep. Anything I can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know what? I'll have you know that my uncle Juan taught me that ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you? Huh, ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different. Experimental. Uncommon. Let's see. The weird drink? Promo drinks. Piano man it is. All on the rocks. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks and it would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. Yeah, usually the first drink you ask is a Brantini, then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something like that. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? It's true, you gotta drink something different once in a while. Something tells me part of the reason you left just David because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to run the speech they prepared just for an occasion like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I used to know that it was just petty vandalism. Anyways, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. This is what happens when that idea that reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet that press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might not be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and friends are using the same name. Sure. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really modeled overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risk of or consequences. That is true. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damn Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that, there's more pressing matters at hand. Here it is. Yeah, you've been delaying my invitation for hanging out sometimes for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can just say no. Maybe I also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fit an entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I have asked you out is 10 a.m., you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brentini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. A big Brentini. So, for... Here. You know, Brentini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain out-of-all milk company. So, word win, they changed the name. I know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Don't you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound easy. Okay. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like everyday's after all. Do you meet with your clients, or...? I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying in letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have time to deal with clients hitting on me or pressuring me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big books equal small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I have shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disabled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many as rabbit headlines have make me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See you. Take care. Alright. So, un fun fact es que en Puerto Rico, los bartenders y los dueños de establecimientos comerciales que venden alcohol tienen que estar preocupados actually por sus clientelas si se van. Ese es el fabuloso caso del caso del patio de Sam, que era una barra en Viejo San Juan, o por esa área por allí, donde ellos vendieron suficiente alcohol para causar que una persona que estaba visiblemente intoxicada y no podía guiar ni nada, le seguían vendiendo los tragos, y después cuando se fueron, pues claramente chocaron, y por alguna razón demandaron a la barra pensando que era una buena idea. Y sí, actualmente pues fue una buena idea, porque entonces establece el punto de contacto donde que la persona donde se le esté sirviendo un trago, un servicio o algo, es responsable por lo que pasa después. Muchas veces uno pensaría, pues eso significa que si yo hago una fiesta en mi casa y se emborracha todo el mundo, yo soy responsable. Pues por tecnicismos de ley, el patio de Sam dice que sí, tú eres responsable por eso, pero a la misma vez no eres responsable de eso. ¿Por qué? Porque la persona, cuando va a un lugar que no se dedica a ese tipo de servicios, pues ellos asumen esa responsabilidad. Es como yo decirte, pues tú vienes a mi casa a jugar esto o a instalar algo de electricidad. Pues tú viniste en tu propia voluntad porque tú dijiste, yo sé, yo lo hago por ti. Si tú te electrocutas, pues ese es tu problema, porque técnicamente, según la ley, pues tú lo hiciste voluntario, a pesar de que tú nunca te dedicaste por eso. Pero eso no significa que si fuera un profesional que hiciste eso y después te electrocutas, pues tú puedes demandar para atrás. O sea, es una situación donde si la persona se dedica a eso, no se puede hacer eso. Como ejemplo, yo me doy un corrientazo ahora mismo, yo no puedo demandar así. Pues Limmy, ahora mismo estoy comenzando con todo esto de Cyberpunk December. O sea, estoy tratando de terminar esto aquí y todavía estoy esperando que tú me taguees, mijo. O sea, tú me puedes taguear y yo así más me conecto. O tú me dejas saber un día. O sea, que mañana juguemos. ¿Quieres jugar mañana? ¿Cómo a qué hora? ¿A qué hora tú quieres jugar mañana? Para tratar de hacer mancos unidos jamás vencidos. Tú sabes, eso es el mejor saying que yo he visto en mi vida. Debería ser una camisa de eso. Pero tú me das a saber, Luismi. Ok. Literalmente lo estás viendo ya en la cuenta DizzyDiabetic. Eso es lo único que tienes que buscarme. Ah, pues, ya sabes, mañana la metemos. Mañana nos conectamos por Discord o por el mismo juego y jugamos y tratamos de seguir subiendo y sacando cosas del Battle Pass y todo eso. Pero DizzyDiabetic, ya tú sabes que ese es el nickname mío para todo y me puedes añadir por eso. O puedes tratar DizzyDiabetic 89. Siempre esos dos son los que yo uso para muchas de las cuentas y así es más fácil para poder jugar. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. No entiendo qué carajo tiene que ver de tocarle el culo a alguien con un brazo metálico, pero okay. I think it's more like plastic or carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen's felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Eso es un racista. That's a rapist. Okay, but don't worry, you're safe. You're a flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Esa es verdad. Nunca insulte o jodas a la gente que te están dando las comidas. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one, gotta attend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Glad to see that being offended doesn't affect your service. The girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editor of some other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find when you get the right people drunk. Huh? Hey, the section on the glass over there. Oh yeah. That big titty Lilin was here? She came here yesterday for the concert, yeah? Anything juicy came out of her visit? Not gossip worthy? Nope. Tabloid worthy? Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I have got nothing. Everyone has a price, how much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here, she said nothing that could be used against her or that you don't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think women have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I have seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday, while interviewing the singer Lilling chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'll be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits of the Lilin look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough? Man, God bless those son of a bitches. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? Do you expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How come one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really. No. Not like I know. Not yet. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses and something like that. I think I heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlet saying that they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid. Give me a bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Bleeding Jane. Blend it. Yep. Vamos para allá. Simple enough for you, I see. So, I heard this Dana Saints bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I would hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after the incident with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running some errands. Bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Saint entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She bit them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic there too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second jab. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Damn. Please come again. Yeah, yeah. Ya los dan rápido para el break. Anime style. I like it. Cyberpunk bartending action. It's now safe to keep playing. Vamos para allá. Jukebox. Yeah. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh, I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to resign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be at the angriest of the all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that has working... What's working? Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and then threw himself off the building. Ah, yes. The levitation potion, sorry. You use weird euphemism, boss. Anyways, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the VA-11 bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Safe planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. What was the drink whose name was changed after people caused a stink? All age and mix. Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So, you know, say Miss Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yep, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In Flagger, you know her because she left this year last time. Oh god, so she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmet has been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Ballets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always live with people who return it, at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Say's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So, did she recommend you this place, or we're meeting here today? I can see why she chose this place. It's kind of a place she likes. Say, is that Kira Miki's autograph on that glass? Seems like a glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yes, it is. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean, she did? Yep, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, the Starlight signature is hers. So your name's Jilden? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her song, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I couldn't secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was said? Yep. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of his greatest friend. Alright. All blended. Maybe I'm being too critical, but you should know this one already. She's not wrong. Yeah, she's something that might be personal. If it isn't about my eyes, is it? No, it's not, or at least I didn't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers. It's something that I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? I'd rather not talk about it. My deepest apologies then. I fucked up the drink. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I read a bit more than the other recipe books. You like alcohol? Yep, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of the canned beer. But there are colors, stories, and the way you need to keep them sort of the signs. It sounds like a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah. I started my grandpa's collection and then slowly growing. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm not normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stores nearby and I climbed down. Took an air cab. Oh, I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put your safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyways, I'll have whatever she orders next. I would like a drink that was... You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer this kind of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor deal here out of that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? There'll be 2 French weavers, please. You have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better just 1 for each? Don't worry, you see. I don't know. All H and mix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. H. Serve. 2 French weavers. So, this one's for you, this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Ooh, that way. You could say so earlier. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. She does. But I have spares. Those spares should be safe for when you actually using break or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know? Yeah, sorry. Should I say that boss got her head stuck because of the jam bottom? Speaking of money, you still going with the meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain from now. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, it'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow, but with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have already started spreading baseless rumor. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging Jesuits that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yep. I know you're worried, but I have to go. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'll stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream, and that way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You come inside? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I never doubt it. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, it's just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tension growing and the anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers letting them act as they wish. Some even say that ones that do they get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Holy shit. Said always, it says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. Could be true. She said that it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on. Saibatsu's Corp main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight. Saibatsu as the Tekken Saibatsu, as Mishima Saibatsu from the Tekken series. So yeah, that's a sentido. Something about the associate's fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds possible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately, they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My caller needs to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, "You're such a simpleton that you never give the wrong message." But it was his intention that counts. Oh. Finally! The Dorothy has come back to Valhalla! Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrants. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience was gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's coming to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. Then I'll got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. 2 blue fairies it is. 1 each. 2 blue fairies. Yeah. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say, I am Dorothy. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Say. Say, why did you buy me a drink? I thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. Lane. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple as to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That looks on your face is one of the simply sees no point in lying, coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Dio giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the Lily with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mad. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things that you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a Bebo 69 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how molded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are really interesting, but your hands are the mierdie of Rialta industry. A model designed to shoot class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17, the Augmentation Modification Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations, any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 upgrade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm not in law enforcement, I just do rescue, and if I was, it's not my- I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know though, why go through with that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I have. Or at least I thought so. Oh yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I could tell is not your default hand model, it's your fingertips. The tips are a little bit bigger to make the cannon fits. You should get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips, assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use of course. I see. Well, I gotta go. Oh yes, another thing. If you aim for the arm or legs, once it's self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye Dorothy. Bye Jill. Bye. Please come again. I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive, also it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And if it makes you feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered, alright then. So, you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really, I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilith. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration, something happening that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on him. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, they actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You will be surprised at the amount of sexual penetration people who... I can read you, honey. You're too good at putting on professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight to you. Lucky. Eyeing you late or something? I am, but if you let me satisfy your frustration, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine. Bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yep. Hey, boss. This may seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah. Why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it in the morning and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was you trying to pull your head out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was my friend's jar too, so I couldn't even break it. Hey Jill, do you remember how my gun stuck in the jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to a random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, that many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping on it? Buzz, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stunt should have labeled their C and C's better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with this 5C piece. Still, Jill's onto something there. Ahem. Yeah, she is. Now, go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like that she makes an effort not to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. Se la madre con